So here's a video about how to remove the limiter from a Hunter combination ceiling light and ceiling fan. Here's just the model part number here of it. Didn't originally buy it, it came with the house, but when I put my LED light bulbs in it, the small candelabra size, instead of incandescent, they would occasionally flicker. Not all the time, but every once in a while, and it was annoying. And I've seen a lot of other videos that cover this, but not this exact model. None that quite looked like this or had quite the details. So here we go. And as you can tell, I've already replaced it out of here, but I'll do my best to kind of recreate it and show what I did. So this is the device to remove, but what do you remove, why do you remove it, and how do you get it still to work? So we'll start with these two white wires. So we have the common right here, and then the neutral. And so the corresponding ones that they went into here was the common, and this is the white wire that goes to all the different lights, hence the common. It's really the neutral for all of those. And then this other white one right here, other white one right here is the neutral that goes to this connector, which is what connects back up into the power coming from the ceiling. So that is the true neutral, and they would get bonded in here. And so that's why I basically just removed those two wires from those wire nuts. This is how it originally came. I don't know if this is how it came from the factory, but this is how it is in my house. But I pulled those two white wires off of here, and then I happen to have some wire laying around that I just jumpered these two together. Because otherwise there's nothing connecting these four commons to anything. You're not completing a circuit, so you have to complete that to that neutral, which would normally be done inside of this device. That leaves us, well, we'll go next to the two pull switch ones, which originally went to this device, which was assembled into the bottom. That's just a nut there you undo. This is not a normal on-off switch, it is a momentary switch. So you would just pull this, and it just momentarily connects the single pole and would, tell this thing to connect the power. So the logic is in here, it's not in here. So you have to replace this. It's a, I don't know, $3-4 thing. You can pick it up very easily at any big box hardware store. They all seem to fit. Just make sure you get either a chrome one or a brass or a gold, whatever finish you want to match that. And so this had two wire nuts that went to the two black wires. They were both black here. They're both black here. You just disconnect those two wire nuts from the blue wires there, and then for these, you have one of them, and it goes to the black and white wire, which is a unique wire. You're not going to see that anywhere else for all the other black wires, and that one connects to pin 1 in here. So that is the 120 volt coming in from there. So it doesn't matter which side you use, because it's a switch. Either side will work. You can replace them if you want, but that goes to one end, and then your bundle of black wires here that's the black that goes to all the lights. That's the other end of the switch here. And so that's what previously the red wire I believe went into there, because that was the power coming out of this device going through there, and that I believe this was the other one that went to there. So that's basically it. You have the red and the black, that are the two power wires. The power wire coming in and the coming out, similar to the switch. It doesn't really matter which is which, because I'm just removing it. It doesn't matter which is which. The two pull chain ones, and then the common and the neutral there. And so that device is now gone. So all I had to do was jumper the neutral, or the common and the neutral there. Had to replace the pull chain switch to one that was just a normal on or off, a maintain switch, not a momentary switch. And then just to those two ends of the switches, you have the hot coming in. It's not hot because it's not connected, but the black and white that comes in, and then out of the switch is then the hot that gets distributed to all the lights. And yeah, that is it. I don't touch any other stuff. This is just the selector for the fan part that works fine. The variable speed selection for the fan, and then this is a capacitor for the lights. Didn't have to mess with that at all. Capacitor for the fan, and that's it. That should work and get rid of this stupid thing that always makes your lights flash. It did the same thing with CFLs as with the LEDs, so get it out of there. We don't need it. Thanks.